is SportsCenter.
Welcome back to SportsCenter. I'm Stuart Scott here with Robert Flores. We have an upset alert for NCAA college basketball. Right now, number 16 seeded Penn State is one play away from pulling the upset over number 1 seeded Duke Blue Devils. Let's go live in Jacksonville, Florida with Gus Johnson. Gus Johnson here. For those of you who are just tuning in, number 16 seeded Penn State has the ball, only down 2 points with 11 seconds to go, to the number 1 ranked team in the country, the Duke Blue Devils. This is why most people know the NCAA tournament as March Madness, as a team on any given night can make a miracle happen. The main question, though, is whether or not Duke can hold on to the lead in these final seconds. Starting point guard Casey Petty for the Penn State Nittany Lions has been given the performance of a lifetime, with already 33 points for the game and 17 assists. The man, quite frankly, is yet to be stopped. From the tip, he has been an unstoppable scoring force. Everything Coach K and his Blue Devils have thrown at Petty so far, he's had an answer for. Now the game has come down to this one last play. Does number 13 for Penn State have one more trick up his sleeve to pull off the unprecedented upset? Or will the Cinderella team's luck finally run out? Here we go. Penn State in blue and Duke in white. The teams return to the floor with a score at 66-64 in favor of the Blue Devils. The ref hands the ball to Taylor Battle. Game on. Ball goes directly into Petty, who clears it, surveying the floor. 10 seconds now. ISO between him and Dawkins. 8, 7, 6. Petty makes his move, drives left. 4 seconds now, pulls back, crosses over right, rubbing off a screen, pulls up. Good if it goes! Yes! Petty did it! Penn State wins. Unbelievable. Wow, what a shot. Petty puts the ball on the floor, creates some separation using the screen, and sticks the tray. I haven't seen such an incredible shot before in all my life on a stage like this. Well, folks, Penn State keeps on dancing, going on to round 2 where they'll face number 8 seeded California Golden Bears. Woo! What a game. Back to you, Scott. There you have it. Penn State catches the number 1 seeded Duke Blue Devils, sleeping to stay in the big dance. More coverage of NCAA college basketball on its way. Don't go anywhere. Hello, I'm Casey Petty. I'll be your host for the next couple of minutes on English 15 podcast episode, I Want to Be Like Mike. The soundbite you just heard was, yes, in fact, fictional. It was made by me to dramatize the point I want to make here today. Just as I like to imagine myself playing college basketball, or in the NBA having the chance to take the big shot to ultimately win or lose the game for my team, millions of others grow up wishing the exact same thing. Now my question is, why is that? Of all things people could wish for or imagine one day doing, why is it a good percentage of the time people dream of being the hero of a big game on the biggest of stages? Now I'm going to go out on a limb and throw out a radical idea. I think it's because as we grow up, we witness athletes rise up and become legends at moments of epic proportions. Don't believe me? I've prepared a clip that will produce a play-by-play account of the last seconds of Game 6 in the '98 NBA Finals, where Jordan hits the game-winning shot over defender Brian Russell of the Utah Jazz. Just listen to this broadcast and honestly tell me if it doesn't make you feel or believe that you can accomplish anything you put your mind to.
It was as if everything he had ever accomplished had led Michael to this one moment. And in the final minute of the game, at the final minute of his career, he would need everything he had learned along the way.
Pippen looking, dump to Michael near the timeline. MJ and Russell. Michael a drive, and the layup is good. A driving layup by Michael draws the Bulls to within 86-85. And now you got a chance for a stop here.
Dennis and Carl is going to get down in the post, and they're going to do all their little necessary banging. And myself, I focused on Carl.
Hornacek screens across. Malone to the post.
While he's fighting with Dennis, he basically forgets where the ball is. And so I choose this opportune time to make my steal, and I came back to strip the ball away.
Malone stripped by Michael to the floor, stolen by MJ. Michael a steal. 16 seconds left. Bulls down 1.
Crowd gets quiet. The moment starts to become the moment, for me. Once you get in the moment, you know when you're there. And when I saw the moment, the opportunity to take advantage of it, I never doubted myself.
Knowing that this was going to be the last opportunity to either win the game or lose it.
Michael against Russell. 11, 10, Jordan. Jordan a drive, hangs, fires, yes! Bulls win the title! The Bulls are the world champs again!
If that's the last image of Michael Jordan, how magnificent is it?
Michael Jordan can be described only by one word: legendary. That shot topped off an already illustrious career by Jordan, adding to his list of achievements his 6th title in 8 years, his 6th Finals MVP in 8 years, and secured him as the greatest basketball player to ever live. I have Laurent Koch, a student of Penn State Hazleton, and also a member of the Penn State Hazleton basketball team, in the studio with me today. Now, Laurent, when you think of Michael Jordan, what comes to mind?
Amazing. Greatness at his best. Somebody could be idolized on the court by what he did. Michael Jordan, like no other athlete, has made my dream of being a better player by wanting to achieve the same success he did on the court.
All right, very wise insights. Thank you, Laurent, for coming in today. As you can see, this one event, Game 6 of the '98 NBA Finals between the Chicago Bulls versus the Utah Jazz, has had a significant impact on all walks of life. And if I was forced to answer why that is, I would put the blame solely on Michael Jordan. His performance in Game 6, primarily the last final seconds, were of truly epic proportions. The odds were against the Bulls early on in the game. Coming off a sore loss in Game 5, on the road playing in a hostile environment, Pippen throwing his back out early in the game, these were all factors being accounted in putting up a seemingly unbreakable barrier between Jordan and his 6th NBA championship. Rather than accepting it and giving it up, Michael Jordan put the Bulls on his back and scratched, kicked, clawed, and fought his way back in the game, keeping the score close until the final seconds where, as we know, he delivered the final blow or shot into the hearts of the Utah Jazz, and more so, their fans. Athletes like Jordan can't help but make us ordinary common folk believe we too can make the impossible happen. It opens a door where we begin to dream and believe that one day we will get our chance to rise up and be the hero. Whether that's at work, stepping up in the boardroom with a groundbreaking idea, or in a literal sense, also making the game-winning play for your team. These athletes overcoming adversity and breaking preconceived barriers set in place for them ultimately incites us, nay, forces us to dream that we can overcome our own obstacles in life and become heroes in our own sense. This has been Casey Petty on English 15 Podcast with I Want to Be Like Mike, and I'd like to give a special thanks to Laurent Koch for coming in the studio to talk with us, and also the production staff that helped make everything possible. Shoutouts go to the YouTube videos Michael Jordan to the Max Part 6 and Sports Center opening titles, the sound effects indoor basketball game by Tom Leja on freesound.org and crowd cheering by Jonathan Dunder on freeinfosociety.com, the songs Night Becomes Day by Citizen Cope and Intro by DJ Fire Black, and FLV2MP3.com. And most importantly, Nike, just do it, and Subway, Eat Fresh, for sponsoring this broadcast. Join us next time when we'll discuss commas, how to make them your best friend. Thanks for listening, and as I always say, till next time, keep on keeping on.
Things have been getting real heavy these days. The media, the system, people chasing pay. Somebody got it rightfully, won't turn the other cheek. Now it's his turn.